guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are doing a teal and black eye makeup look. What inspired this is I went to CVS today and I saw this and I had to pick it up because teal is my favorite color. It is called the LA Girl 4-Play eyeshadow palette. It has 3 teals, 2 with glitter, and 1 navy blue shade. And I thought it would be a cool idea to make a video about it because I just think the palette it's probably my favorite palette, even though it only has 4 shades. So anyway, let's get into it. Okay guys, the products that I'm going to be using today are obviously some teal eyeshadow. I'm going to be using this shade, some black liner. You can use pencil or liquid. I like to use pencil because one, my liquid eyeliner is really bad. It dries out so fast whenever I'm using it, and I just prefer pencil liner in general for like more everyday looks. Cosplay is a little different, but you know. And obviously you're gonna need some eyeshadow brushes. I recommend a thicker one and a thinner one, and some mascara. Optional is gonna be some concealer. Obviously you can do a base. I'm not going to because I normally don't for more everyday things, and then beauty blender. Okay, to start, I'm going to use my concealer, and if I keep looking over this way, it's because I have my mirror right here, and I'm going to go on my under eyes and some spots that I think could use some brightening. So I always just do this little streak down in my corner like that. I used to do big triangles, but don't do that. It never blended properly. It always made it look way too bright and just generally not very good. And then obviously some other spots that I feel need like a correction or brightening. Okay guys, now that you have your concealer blended, we are going to take our eyeshadow and our bigger brush, and we're going to do the shadow on the upper eyelid, I guess, if you want to call it. So I am putting it into the eyeliner, and to get off excess and to make sure it doesn't like get down on my face, because that happens a lot, I put it on it as way too much powder and it like drops down onto my face. I always blow it or I tap it. It's like on the edge of the palette. I like to do it on the edge of my desk and blow it. So you can get it like that, where it doesn't have like all that powder on it, but it is pigmented. And what we're going to do is we're just going to dab on the eyelid like that. Now you most likely are going to have to go in to get more eyeshadow because, as you can see, it is not the most pigmented thing in the world right now. You just got to keep adding, blowing, tapping, whatever, to get the excess off, and continually applying. We are not going to go to the brow bone. We're going to go to, it's kind of hard to explain because I like set the placement based on the feeling, but right here you'll feel a ridge where in your skull your eye socket will start to end and it'll start to go into your skull. It's right about up here. That's where we're going to go to, and like how I do my normal eyeliner, we're going to have like more on this end, the edge of your eye, then towards the inner corner we'll have like thinner. So it is getting wider as you go out, and you want to go up to, I guess, the end of your eye socket, and you want it to be really pigmented just like this. And let's do it to the other side. Okay guys, now that we have the eyeshadow on my upper eyelids, we're going to go down here at the lash line, lower eyelid, whatever you want to call it. One thing I do want to point out though is this eye was a lot less pigmented than this eye, so if that is the case for you, you can just go back and add more eyeshadow. That'll sort that out. Anyway, let's get into the lower eyeshadow. So same thing, we're going to go into the same eyeshadow, pick some up, get off the excess. And we are just going to follow the curve of our eye. We're not going to go down too much, like we're not going to get like down here. We're just going to create a thin line on the bottom eyelid lash line, and you are going to, I like to put my hand on my face for like stability, or like it just helps me. And we're just going to drag lightly across. Be careful not to get the bristles too close to your eye because it will irritate it. I'm gonna go over here so I can see a little bit better. It is a lot more pigmented in real life than it is through the camera, and I'm using my mirror to get close to see. I'm having it be a little thicker, so with the pencil line we will be able to see the eyeshadow. So here's what it looks on this eye. It does look a lot less pigmented. We are just going to have a very thin eyeliner line, so I made this bottom eyeshadow line a little bit thicker so we will still be able to see it. And let's do the other side. Okay guys, now we have both eyes, and if you see that this one's a lot darker than this one, it's just because my bangs are shading it, so it just looks a lot darker. One thing I do want to point out before we get into the eyeliner is you want to make sure that the corners are connected on both sides. It'll play into the eyeliner because that's what we're going to do with the eyeliner. And let's just get into it. I'll walk you through more thoroughly with this one because it can be difficult. So I'm going to start with just doing a line at my lash line on the top. I will go from my inner corner all the way to the edge of my eye, and you might want a mirror to help with the inner corner because this camera, I don't want to get like so close to it, so it is kind of hard to see without a close mirror. Next, what we're going to do is we are going to make this end a lot bigger and drag it into the corner. Basically the same that we did with the eyeshadow. You want a bigger end than the inner corner. Just like that. Gonna get that a little because it's kind of sticking out. And next, this is the part that I have the most trouble with, and I've been doing eyeliner like this for like years. So I'm gonna try to explain this to the best. As you can see, I kind of messed up. So with the end, you see we have it extend a little bit beyond my eye. That's because we're going to create like a little bit of a C to where on the inner corners it's very, very thin. On the edge it's thick and it wraps around your eye. So what I do is, and I'm trying to keep my bangs out of here, is I just drag it straight down into my corner like that, and we still want it to be on the thicker end, so there, like just that thick. And then you take it and you get it like thin, you go right up to like your waterline to make it like a lot thinner like that. And again, keep away from like your eyeball. It does hurt if you get it in this more than the eyeshadow, I definitely will say. But you just want to drag it in like that. And for finer details, I recommend using a mirror because you can just get close and look. Like I'm going to do that now because with the camera I do not get the best view at all. Just going around and making sure it flows nicely. What I mean by that is like it gets gradually thinner. It doesn't go like it's thick, then suddenly it's like this, and suddenly like this. You don't want that. You want it to like naturally get smaller, like a funnel kind of. And now that we're done with this side, let's do this side. Okay guys, now that we got eyeliner on each side, you can see I kind of started doing the next step over there. we're going to do a thin layer of eyeshadow on the edge of the eyeliner where it touches the eyeshadow on top, because it does look very chunky, as you can see on this side. So doing that just helps it look a little more blended, because with this eyeliner especially, and probably if you're using a liquid liner too, it does not blend well. By putting this thick eyeshadow, it gives it more like eyeshadow thin layer of eyeshadow, it gives like a more ombre look. So it's very easy. All you do is, and I'm just using the remnants on the brush, all we're doing is going like that and just dabbing it a little. This makes it look a little more blended. You can obviously clean it up more. And just doing the same on the other side, using the remnants. Just going on the edge. This side is a lot harder because I can't close it as well as the other one. I'm just using the thick brush, but honestly, if you want to use the thin brush, it would be fine, might even work better. And like that, just makes it look a little more blended. Okay guys, we are now in the last step. We're going to be using my mascara to finish it off. You can't really see it on the top lashes, but the blue definitely helps your lashes be more visible. And I just got some on my nose. You can use whatever method you choose to get on your mascara, because at this point it doesn't matter as much. I just use it because I like the way like spiky eyelashes, because that's kind of what my mascara looks like when I put it on with like the eyeliner. I think it gives it a very cool look. I actually draw it a lot in my drawings because I just think it's just really unique, you know? And here we have it. We have our full teal, turquoise, aqua, and black eye makeup look completed. I'm gonna move my bang so you guys can see it more, because you probably couldn't see it that well that time. Thanks for watching, and as always, don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.